The Bounce House, and it's easy to see why they call it that. Home of the Knights of UCF. What do you think about that? And this crowd is ready for a big one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. You'll call for the fair catch here. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to run it to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Knights want to crank the tempo. The give to the tailback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Okay. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Going to the ground. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll give it to him again. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Wide receiver shows motion. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Offense set on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
See if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Using his feet. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. From that spot on the field, it almost takes the decision out of there. You almost have to go for it.
Well, you think about what punting gives you. Punting, you could end up with 15, 20 yards. That would be awful. So you have to go for it. Put your offense on the field. Listen, this is the situations where you trust your offense. If you want to score a lot of points and you want to listen to analytics, you absolutely go for this.
He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking for a man. It's Flanagan. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They go to the ground. Able to get one down to the 15.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds a man on the left. Bulldozes him. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Running behind that left side. Oh, look out! He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Knights will hustle to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, UCF.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
Check. Easy.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To throw, it's Flanagan. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Throwing right. Got his man. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. Georgia sends out the punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback will audible. He'll set up to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. The give to the back. Oh, better look out! They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. The Knights want to move quickly. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass on second down. The throw. Complete to the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Knights are threatening on first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's open. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to...
Off he goes! He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCF! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He lets one fly deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Defense playing a bail technique. Coming after it. They're trying to get to it. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try the right side.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Second down coming up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, them making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Motion from the offense. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on third down for this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The inside handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
At the 49-yard line. Fourth down coming up.
The Knights will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the Georgia offense will take over. First and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Good enough for first down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, UCF 17, Georgia 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Georgia going up tempo.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
After the misfire, now on second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Finds his big tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with his back. At the 45 on his way. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
Black 24. Let's go.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback checking off. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, UCF.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
UCF 17, Georgia 7.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick completion on the out. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Bulldogs have this offense rolling. To the ground. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try it over the left side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just